Hi, I'm David Thomas of the Open Ballots Party. Welcome to our platform series. Today's topic is jobs. I want to talk briefly about this issue because our economy is supposedly doing great and unemployment is supposedly so low. Yet, millions of people report that they are struggling. How can this be? Well, a lot of reasons, but two big ones are security and freedom. For one, just because you have a job doesn't mean you have a good or secure job. If you're liable to be let go at any time, then you're not really going to feel secure. You might also not be actually making enough money to support your life. Raising a family is extremely expensive right now. And if inflation has gone up 30% on food and gas, then we've just given every working class person a 30% pay cut. And that is another thing that is a reality not reflected in the unemployment numbers. But another point is the general employment environment. A free society is not one in which employees are terrified of their employers. Finding a job can be grueling, months and months of exhausting and humiliating interviews, so much so that a significant fraction of people just give up before finding one, which ironically means that they are no longer reflected in the unemployment numbers, which only report active workers. When you find a job under those conditions, your employer has you by the balls. They can fail to pay you overtime. They can ask you to come in on weekends. They can embarrass you in front of your coworkers. They can never give you a raise as inflation climbs higher and higher. In other words, working under those conditions, you are not really a free person. And until we fix this state of affairs, people in this country won't really be free. So, what do we need to do? Well, a lot of things. We need to remove barriers to investment and company creation. We need to expand the social safety net, particularly with regard to healthcare. We need to deregulate to make it 100 times easier to hire someone and make it easier to fire someone, which I know sounds like a bad idea, but is actually one of the biggest reasons why it's hard to get a job in the first place. We need to do all those things, but we also need, if not now, then sometime this century, to recognize having a job as a human right. We need to create a country where literally every willing person who wants to can work for a living without having to spend 6 demoralizing months in the application train first. Whether that looks like a national job marketplace in the vein of Obamacare or something else, I don't know. Discussing solutions is obviously 100 times beyond the scope of this video, but that is the idea.